My family wants to reconnect after they destroyed my life 6 years ago. The first message from my mother showed up 6 years too late and 3 days after I bought my first house. That's not a coincidence. I don't believe it was. The text was short. Hi, sweetheart. We'd really love to reconnect. I stared at it while sitting in the parking lot of a Walmart with a cart full of cleaning supplies for the new place. No apology. No explanation. Just reconnect. Like we'd lost touch because life got busy. The thing is, my family didn't lose me. They got rid of me. 6 years earlier, my younger sister Emily had gotten herself into a mess. Credit card debt, missed payments, personal loans she couldn't handle. My parents treated her like she was made of glass. They always had. If Emily crashed her car, it was bad luck. If I got a speeding ticket, I was irresponsible. That kind of thing. I was 24 then, working construction, saving money, living in a tiny apartment. One night my dad called, "Your sister needs help." I asked how much. When he told me, I laughed because I thought he was joking. He wasn't. I said no. Not because I hated Emily, because I didn't have that kind of money. Apparently that answer wasn't acceptable. Over the next month, the pressure got ridiculous. My mom cried. My dad called me selfish. Emily stopped speaking to me completely. Then things got worse. A relative called asking why I refused to help family during an emergency. Another asked why I was being greedy. I had no idea what they were talking about. Turns out my parents had been telling everyone I had the money and simply wouldn't help. They left out the part where they were asking me to wipe out years of savings. I confronted them. My dad shrugged. "You could do it if you wanted." That sentence changed everything. Not because of the money, because I realized they didn't see me as a son. I was an ATM that had malfunctioned. The final break came a few weeks later. My grandmother died. At the funeral, multiple relatives approached me about helping Emily. At a funeral, one even said, "Your grandmother would have wanted you to step up." I found out later my parents had spent weeks talking about me behind my back, so I left. Not the funeral, the family. I changed my number, moved cities, started over. A couple cousins kept in touch because they'd seen what happened firsthand. Everybody else disappeared. Life got quieter after that. Not easier, just quieter. I worked, took classes at night, ate too much gas station food during long shifts. There were birthdays nobody called. Christmas mornings where I got texts from coworkers, but not my own parents. Some years that hurt. Some years it didn't. Then 3 years ago I learned something through one of those cousins. Emily had eventually filed bankruptcy anyway. All that destruction, all those lies, for nothing. I remember laughing in my kitchen when I heard, not because it was funny, because it was absurd. Fast forward to this year. I bought a house. Nothing huge. Just a modest place with a tiny backyard and an HOA that already annoys me. Apparently news traveled. A week after my mom's message, my dad called from an unfamiliar number. I answered by accident. "Son." I hadn't heard his voice in years. "What do you want?" Long silence. Then he said, "We miss you." Not sorry. Not we were wrong. Just miss you. I asked him why now. More silence. Then he said something interesting. Emily was getting divorced. Money was tight. My parents were struggling. There it was. The real conversation finally showed up. A few days later, my cousin sent screenshots from Facebook. My mother had posted photos of my house. Photos she somehow got from public records and my real estate listing. The caption said she was proud of her son's success. That was the moment I got angry. Not emotional. Practical. I contacted her. First time in 6 years. I told her to remove every photo and every mention of me. She argued. Said family shouldn't act this way. I saved every message. Then I reminded her she was using my name and property publicly after years of spreading lies about me. I told her if the post stayed up, I'd have an attorney send a formal letter. The posts disappeared within an hour. After that, the reconnecting messages slowed down, then stopped. A few weeks later, I got one final text from my mother. "I hope someday you forgive us." I didn't answer. Tonight I'm sitting on my back porch. The grass needs cutting. The neighbor's dog won't stop barking. A delivery driver just dropped somebody's DoorDash at the wrong house again. My phone buzzed a minute ago. Unknown number. I looked at it, then set it face down on the table.